within the shortest time possible without compromising safety. At the same time, a comprehensive technical investigation has commenced to determine the precise cause of this system event. GHOne sincerely apologizes for the inconvenience and appreciates the patience and understanding of the public during this period. We remain fully committed to restoring supply to all affected customers as quickly and safely as possible, and will provide further updates as more information becomes available.
Yes.
Manager for the Ghana Grid Company Limited, Jifa Bampo. Thank you very much for joining us, Jifa. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Lily.
It's good to have you. I appreciate that you are busy this morning because of the situation we experience. But I understand some places have their power restored. Is that the case?
What I can say is that, first, we apologize for this incident that has occurred. It's a rare and unusual incident, but certainly a serious one. And we take it seriously. And so the engineers have been working since the early dawn to restore power. So power restoration is ongoing, and it will keep ongoing to every consumer, every domestic, every business has power to go about their normal activities.
Okay. Many people are saying that they are worried. Are their concerns germane? Should they be worried? Is this something that could stretch the entirety, especially for businesses that rely solely on the national grid?
We want to reassure the public not to be worried. Our operations and technical team are very much aware of the importance of restoring power quickly. And that is why we've tried to even issue a statement as quickly as possible in collaboration with other stakeholders in the power system. We urge the public not to worry. GHOne manages some over 7,000 transmission lines, more than about 68 substations and switch yards. And we've been working well generally with our colleagues in the power sector. We supply power to our sub-regional neighbors, Cote d'Ivoire, Burkina Faso, Togo, Benin. And we've been doing this really seamlessly unless there is any major incident, which could be caused by other things. But in this particular incident, it's a rare incident that has occurred. That's why it's called a power system disturbance.
Okay.
It's not a phrase we use often. So please, to the public, rest assured, the engineers are hardworking, dedicated people, love the country, and are dedicated to restoring power as quickly as possible. They are on it. We've restored some power or some loads from the Akosombo generating station. But we have many generating stations, and step by step, we have to bring everyone on stream. Then GHOne can do the bulk distribution to ECG, and then ECG can then distribute to the public.
Okay. Your statement explicitly states system disturbance. For the average Ghanaian, what does system disturbance mean?
It's a rare electrical incident that has occurred, but we don't know the cause. So investigations are ongoing because of the rarity of it. Investigations have to be done to get the reason. So that is ongoing. But whilst that is ongoing, we must restore power. And that effort is also underway.
Have we recorded anything like this before?
The last time I recall, it's been quite a while.
Okay. And I beg your pardon. You're assuring us that this will not reoccur anytime soon. You say that your technical people are working assiduously.
Yes, the main objective now is to restore power. And so that effort is underway. But as soon as we have any additional information, we will provide it. The nature of the job requires an objective look into what caused anything. And currently, the priority, much as is to restore power, the investigations will also continue. So we will try and get that done And then when able, we will provide the additional information to the public.
Now, how widespread was this particular outage?
From what I have picked up and from the engagements with our team, it was quite widespread. Beyond just Accra, it was widespread.
For the viewing public this morning, finally, before you go, are you assuring us that by midday, by evening, when should we expect our power to be back?
Pardon me if I'm not able to give a specific timeline, but rest assured that work will be ongoing, and as soon as possible, the power will come. We understand how important this is. We certainly apologize for the inconvenience it has caused. So all the protocols surrounding how this power is restored, how investigations are done, will be followed.
Right. Jifa, thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us this morning. We do appreciate, and hopefully power will be restored as soon as possible. That's Jifa Bampo. She's the Corporate Communications Manager for the Ghana Great Company Limited, and she's assuring that, well, unfortunately, she cannot give us timelines as to when power will be restored, but what she can tell us is the technical people are working around the clock to ensure that power is restored as soon as possible. Thankfully, pockets of areas have their power restored, so it means that continuously it will be restored across the board. IB,
yes.
This is quite worrying, even though GridCo has apologized that immediately we cannot tell what caused the disturbance.
Yes, and she relates to the fact that this is a rare occurrence. What it means is that this does not happen very often. The system disturbance, as she explains, it's something that impacts on the national grid system that causes it to trip. And once it trips, the plants will lose power supply. If they lose power supply, by the way, when you talk about GridCo, many viewers might wonder, okay, what role does GridCo play? So there's the power generation sector, there's the power transmission sector, and there's a power distribution sector. GridCo is in the middle, distribution. So VRE will generate the power. We as well will generate the power. The power will require a vehicle for it to be transported to a place you and I can use for domestic purposes or for industrial purpose. That's where GridCo comes in. The lines you see, the huge pylons and the lines you see, GridCo manages them. So it is at the point of transporting, or in the technical sense, transmitting this power that occasions a disruption. Once there's a disruption, ECG and NEDCO cannot get the power to you and I in our homes or to the company for industrial purpose.
So let's put it in lay terms. So you are transporting something from one point to another in a vehicle.
Exactly.
The vehicle develops a fault in the middle of that journey. And so wherever its final destination is, it cannot get to. That's the simple terms.
Thank you. That's you can be a beautiful teacher. Yes. So that's basically what's happened. Now, she says this is rare, and it's true. Per my checks, the last time this happened was 4 years ago. Right. Now investigations will be instituted, as she mentioned. Hopefully, we don't have the shout of sabotage. Sabotage. This is deliberate. Because what happened in Akosombo elicited the same commentary from some people who ought to have known better. Do you know that investigations were done? Our own Kwame Janto was part of the investigative committee. The outcome of the investigation is that it was pure technical challenge. It was nothing deliberate. Like about there was sabotage. There was exactly. Exactly. Right? Did you realize we did not push that road as much as how we pushed the conversation outside? It's deliberate. Because that's the problem. So that because on its own says first of all, and to me this is more important, to find out the cause and put measures to ensure it doesn't happen again. I'm much more interested in that than even they telling us what happened. Because the other solution, which is the alternative, is very expensive. That alternative will have been another separate line altogether. So when there's a fault here, When there's a fault here, you just move to that line. In a developed world, that's what happens. Even for maintenance purposes, when they switch off one line for maintenance, the other line kicks in.
Yeah.
So there's no interruption whatsoever. We are not there yet. In fact, as we speak, our electricity coverage is not 100%.
Sure.
It's a little above 80%. It's remarkable. It's commendable. It is something worth celebrating. In fact, if you compare this to our peers in the neighborhood, we are much better. But guess what? You can celebrate because you are not part of the 10%. You are not part of the 14% who are living without electricity coverage.
Yeah.
And you have no idea what that means. They can't charge their phones. They can't watch television in a conventional way like you and I are doing. They have to use car batteries and what have you.
Sure.
The ultimate aim will be 100% electricity coverage. Because for you to think that in the 21st century, there are people living in Ghana who go to bed using other means of illumination rather than electricity is something that we should all not be proud of. But like I said, over 80% coverage is laudable, it's worth celebrating. Back to the conversation. I understand why GHOne cannot give you timelines. Because these are individuals working to restore a system that has tripped.
Yeah.
As to how much time they will need, as to
tell.
what they will even do, and later have to undo what they have done, you cannot tell. Sure. But last time it happened, the GHOne was able to restore power by midday. By 12 p.m. the following day. That was when all the systems that had been knocked off were restored.
Reactivated,
so if you are to pick a lesson or so from there, then you can say that
you can
at least
plan.
by midday.
But if you want to plan towards the end of the day.
Oh, no, of course.
Yeah,
of course. If you
never
solely
tell.
depend on the national grid for your work, you should know that this is an
Today,
opportunity for you to stay home
yes.
and then relax. Or come to work a bit later and see what you can do. Right? But if you have put in place contingency measures, as we have done, and that's how come we are on air, but many of our viewers are unable to watch us through their television set because they might not have power.
Online,
but they can go to social media on Facebook, on YouTube, and watch us. Yes.
All right, Ivy, thank you. Thank you so much. That should do for Inside Out. I take a break. When I return, today's Wednesday, so the women will join me here for the breakfast review. Stay tuned in. On the panel this morning is Lady Vera Redu. She's a member of the NPP communications team, and Awoke Kelly is a member of the NDC communications team. Vera, I've not seen you in ages, but it's good to see you. I missed you.
Same here.
How have you been?
Great. And you?
I'm doing awesome. Thank you.
You are still glowing as usual with your wonderful team here.
Refusing to grow.
And my awesome Queen Mother, Awoke Kelly, of ages, refusing to grow.
Just like you. I suppose.
But it's good to see you too. Well, you've been missing in action for a while.
Yeah, 29th rain swept my house away. So.
Oh my.
It wasn't a nice experience, but I thank God for life. At least all of us in the house are safe. We are good. It's not a good experience.
How are your children especially managing?
For my children, apart from the first one who has a son now, the three, the last one is in UPSA, so she's on campus. The boys have decided to be with their friends for now because there's no place to sleep. Unfortunately, I'm managing with the old lady using mattress. And you know these old people, the way she can complain, my rib, my this. So we are managing for now, but we are hoping that things will be better with the coming days. It's not a good experience, but so I'm now understanding how people feel. Sometimes God will take you through certain things so that when people are complaining or talking about it, you know how it feels like. You know, I've been talking about flood in my area and things, but this one, it's Gargantua. Our wall broke and the water was just here to my chest. We got trapped in the house, actually. So it has to take neighbors to come and break the top. Because if they force open the door through, the water might soak because it was up already. So they had to carry us through the top down into the water. My mother, like this, was carried at the back. And she was screaming. Unfortunately,
I can imagine.
There was nothing to film because we were all thinking of how to go to safety. You woke up in the morning without bathing, nothing, in your pajamas, and we have to go to hotels. We don't even have undies to wear. It wasn't a good experience. We have to fall on families to get us things to wear and all that. It took us about 4 days to be able to go back into the house. Nadmo came, entered the third day. They couldn't even bring a thing out because the water was still, and we're still pumping. We started pumping from that day till I think the Friday. The rain was on
a Monday.
On Monday, yeah. So Friday that people now could enter the house to bring certain things. And most of the things were gone. Our beds, our furnitures, every other thing valuable. Few clothes we got, maybe the ones up the wardrobe, the ones we've hanged. Because for my washroom, my towel was hanging on top and it was able to get to part of the towel. And I'm like, whoa, so this is how bad. Because the water entered through the windows, actually. So it wasn't a good experience. My area like this, it was terrible. But for me, life is more important. Unfortunately, I started a small shop for my mother. That was what was killing her. In front of the house, she was doing small trading. And everything has to go. And she's like, how am I going to start? I said, we started. We'll go back and start.
Well, once there's life,
there's hope. She even fell sick along the line, you know, old ladies. But she's okay now.
Well.
We sometimes smile about it.
Well.
We joke about it. Well. We are here.
And say that it is well.
It is well, of course.
Anyway, let's talk about national issues. Last week, the Finance Minister presented a mid-year budget review as per the Public Financial Management Act. And many women especially are asking, one of the critical things the NDC talked about prior to assuming office was the 24-hour economy and then the Women's Development Bank, especially for the women. And many women are asking, a year and 6 months or a year and 7 months on, what is the status of it? How does the NDC envisage helping women, especially? Awo.
Yeah, thank you so much once again, and greetings to our viewers. My sister Vera has been a while. When I saw the flyer, I was quite excited. But I know we are all okay. She's also gone through some few experiences, but we thank God for her life. And I miss everybody in the house. For women, I thank God for the NDC. I've always said that the president, GHOne Mahama, has done so much for us women. For the first time, we have a sitting vice president who is a woman, and she has said one thing, and I think she's trying as much as possible to do it, and other women are also trying to keep up with that. That you don't just open the door for a woman, but you keep it open, so that a lot more women can go through it. And when you look at appointments, we have a lot more of the women, the Magos, the Obobies, the Ruth Sedos, and all our great women. A lot. I can't mention most of them. And so, yes, we have a lot more of them. Yes, FDA, Professor Kluche, and they are all doing so great. When I go to social media and I see what they are doing across the country, I get so excited. At least we've not disappointed our fellow women. We are telling women that we are not feminists, but we can also do whatever we have been entrusted to do, and we do it better. And so we thank the president for that. The Women's Development Bank, it's in the making. If you listen to the minister, monies have been given out. You know, you just don't start things just by starting them. You have to make sure that you start and you can sustain it. You have to make sure that things are done properly. You have to make sure that we won't come to a point that we start struggling when something is so new. So studies are going on, research is still ongoing, and the promise is that by the end of this month, 2026, this year, we'll see the kickoff of the Women's Bank, the 24-hour economy. What most of us did, and I was one of them, was to go to most markets. We spoke to the market women, and most of them spoke about 24-hour markets. And I realized that it was doable because I remember we had a funeral. That when my father died, we went to Agbogblosia around 2. And that was when the market was very vibrant. Then I realized that those of us who go to market after 7 and 8, we go for the leftovers. When you go that early, that's when you see things being brought from the villages, fresh and all that. And it happened too at Malam Market once, the fish. You go and from Central Region, they are bringing it in. So that was one thing they asked. When it's 24 hours, because we promised, what's the name? Security. You know, security is one of the concerns of market women, especially when they are traveling from the farm gates to the markets, or now traveling from the markets to the farm gates. So security, lighting system, and making sure that prices go down for them. So those are the things we have started. If you listen around, we are building most of these 24-hour markets around the country in the 16 regions to make sure that our women who really wants to do marketing earlier than we normally do can have access to do it, so that most of the time you go and we don't have stalls. When you go to Makola early morning before 6, you realize you see people doing donkomi. They do that before the shop owners come, or those who occupy that space will come and take over those spaces. So these are the people we are also considering, so that they can also go in and do their sales. Maybe when the morning or the afternoon people are gone, they are also there to do their sales. And we have people in the markets and gone. I used to have one lady, old lady. She's still alive though, but very old now, in her 90s. She used to have a shop at Okaishi. And by 12:30, she was at home. So growing up, I was wondering what she was selling.
12:30, midday?
Midday.
Oh, okay.
No, she leaves the house around 2 a.m. So by 12, she's closed. And later growing up, I realized she said one thing that those people who travel from the villages, that's the time they come. They come very early. So after 12, people will come, I want just one thing. But she goes in and she sells in bulk. The boxes, the cartons and all that. So these are the things we are looking at. So that if there is security, she knows that her money is safe. At the shop, when she's going home, she's safe. And so we are trying to build a market for the morning people, for those who can be there in the afternoon and the night. Those who don't have the shops, who don't have the stalls, they can also maybe use somebody in front of somebody's shop or stall to also do their sales. So we are doing that. And we are looking at companies that can also go into, we opened it up for private institutions. We have incentives for them. So we are still waiting for those people to also come on board. So at least we get more of our youth into the main shift job markets, aside the markets, women and other people who can do the... I remember the health minister also declaring some parts of the health facilities 24-hour business, so that it won't be as if you go to hospitals, especially when it's an emergency. Sorry, they will tell you there's no doctor, the place is closed, and people had to be running from hospital to hospitals. So we are on it. And for us, the women, like you asked, are our focus as a woman, and we are trying to make sure we build, because women, we are now in the forefront when it comes to the economic activities of this country. We are the school fees payers, as I always put it. We are mostly now the breadwinners in the house. We are not saying the men are not doing it. But you see, when you are working side by side with people, you don't expect the thing to be one-sided. It takes two to tango. And so we are now doing more. And so these opportunities are good for us women to help the home, to make sure that our families are also good and they are also secured. So a lot is going into some of these things. And very soon, we'll see the outcome of it. The guns will say, which means that when the thing is full, it affects the lid. Like when you are cooking and it's boiling, by all means, it will affect the lid and it will overflow. So that's what we are expecting. Okay. For me, it's a good news for us.
Vera, for you on the minority side, or on the opposition side, anything in the budgets that inspires hope in the media budget review, that inspires hope for the women? A lot was said prior to coming into office. There's allocation for the Women's Development Bank. If you look at especially the 24-hour economy for the women as well.
Thank you, my gorgeous, hard-working, professional,
thank you,
sweet host.
Hey, Vera,
you.
I thought you have stopped.
No,
she can vibe you.
You know how straightforward I am. I don't mince words. And she is what I just said. And to my sister, Queen Mother, Awo Kekeli, I mean, we've been together for ages. I mean, we started
over decades,
over decades, and we are still strong
at it,
and still at it. And I've been off for a while, as you all indicated, by the grace of God. Like I do say to our cherished viewers all the time, when you wake up in the morning, you need to be thankful to Almighty, first and foremost, for your life and health. That is the most important thing. So we give glory to God. And then, let me use this opportunity to say a very good morning to the competent, compassionate, and visionary gentleman, His Excellency, Dr. Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. She was smiling. She thought I was going to say.
I knew you were going there. I was just looking at you.
It's so sweet. Wherever he is this morning, my regards to him and the entire team. I need to also, in all humility, acknowledge and greet our acting chairman, Chairman Butte,
yeah.
and the affable General Secretary, holding things together, a fantastic gentleman, very competent and humble man as such. He's a lawyer, Justin Frimpong Kodia. Yeah, people call him JFK, but he's actually, it is rather the other way. It is
JKF.
Yes. So I greet him, and of course, your wonderful viewers. I know that this morning most of them won't be able to watch us live on TV because of the national power outage. It was on the news around 6 a.m.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to all put our heads together and then help the government because things are really getting out of hand. For my area, for the past 3 months, it's been off, on, off, on, off, on.
Oh, really?
Yes, and it's getting worse by the day. And we plead with all those in charge, we plead that they know our livelihood depends mostly on the electricity in terms of our businesses, everything. Those hairdressers, you did touch on the women and the women's bank. When the lights are off, you heard my sister, sometimes the women 2 a.m. I woke up at 3:30 a.m. this morning with no light. Can you imagine doing makeup in darkness? I just thank God that I look all right on the screen. When I came, I asked the cameraman, please, sir, check for me. Do I look okay?
This light that was everywhere.
But he doesn't know the reason why I asked, because I did the makeup in darkness. And it's just a miracle that I'm looking all right.
Yes, we're on a point, yeah.
So we plead with them. And my sister, touching on the budget and the women's bank, is sorrowful. It's sad. My sister, did you hear anything that will benefit you? Okay, let me leave you out. You are a moderator. I can't do that to you. Our cherished viewers, please, personally, as you watch us this morning, ask yourself. You see, we need to go past NDC. I am NDC. NDC is in power. Ask yourself this morning, when the finance minister came to read the mid-year budget, what did you get in it, you as an individual? What did you get in it? If I tell you this morning on my way, I have 3 SMS on my phone from a lot of financial institutions giving me loan offers on my phone. I can show some to you daily. Please, a loan is not a gift. You will pay with interest.
Sure.
So in the first place, for me, I don't even see that as any special initiative. We have so many banks in Ghana. And we have both government and private institutions who are ready to give us what? Loans. And our women, petty traders, are going for loans all the time. Even in my area, all the time. There's nothing special. In any way or in any case, have they started it? What have they done? Almost 2 years. Nothing. You see, so what I say is that when a government truly performs, they give performance update. When I listen, at a point I got bored because everything I heard was just rhetorics, things on paper. Because currently, what matters to myself and those watching us, I don't know about my sister. And maybe after the show, I will inquire about yours as well. I don't know about yours. But for me and those on the screen watching us, believe you me, it's not easy buying 1 tomato for 10 Ghana cedis. Tiny ones, 3 for 10 Ghana cedis, not getting ginger to marinate our meat. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine the triple effect? How household husbands are going to be annoying with their wives because their meals are not tasting well. Waking up at 2, 3 a.m. with no electricity, no tap, water running through our taps, no jobs for our youth. They promised 133 jobs, that each job, existing jobs, before the MPP government under the auspices of His Excellency Nana Addo.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa
Preco.
This advert
They
is
said they will multiply by 3. And so in the morning, when a banker, for instance, goes to work, he closes around 2 p.m., another batch will take over, close around 8, 9, 10. A third batch will come. And all these people will be paid monthly. As we speak now, as the 3 of us sit here, as our wonderful viewers are watching us, please, can we say confidently that anywhere in Ghana there's that practice? The answer is a big no. That is what bothers women. Because you have children, no jobs for them. You don't get potable water. You are not getting electricity. You can't buy basic commodity to feed yourself. You know, when we were in power and they were in opposition, they were so loud and they were like, oh, even eating meals, it is 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0 something.
Really?
That means
now in this country?
What they were saying was that.
Okay, so that was previously.
Yes, they were saying that some people skip breakfast, and when they eat heavy lunch, they don't eat till the following day. That's what they were saying. That when they come, that they are coming to reset Ghana, they are going to make things better for us in this country, and that at least we'll be able to eat something in the morning, 1, 1, 1. It means you eat something in the morning, something in the afternoon, something in the evening. You have opportunity for snacks. You have good water, everything. Now, my sister, some Ghanaians, honestly, it's not even 101 or 011. It is 000. Some people somewhere in Ghana are sleeping with an empty stomach. People cannot pay their ward school fees. As we speak, my sister, let's ask ourselves and our viewers if the opportunity is there and we open the phone lines and Ghanaians will be honest with us. My sister, transportation, is it the same? Transportation is supposed to be reduced. Transportation costs, it's supposed to be reduced drastically. Because, for instance, if you are paying 10 cedi from here to Circle under His Excellency Nana Addo, and you said it's bad, and it's still 10 cedi, what have you done? You've done nothing. Or worse, it's high. Electricity tariff. Do you know how many times it's been increased? I'm told transportation, they are trying to increase it by 30%.
Yeah. Fuel prices are going up.
Fuel prices.
I think at some pumps, some operators have increased theirs.
Yes, we handed over 14 cedis per liter. Is it less now? Almost 2 years? No. What has NDC done? Nothing. We are suffering more. Do you know NDC people in my vicinity are crying more than us in opposition? Men are crying. Women are wailing. Children are growing lean. Because they can't get even not 3, 2 meals a day. And therefore, what do I say? Our finance minister, he is still, and his entire government are still in a campaign mood, still doing propaganda, still telling Ghanaians what they think Ghanaians need to hear. Their ears are itching them. But no, this is the time to work. Women are suffering. You came and laid people off. Ghanaians. When the MPP government came into power, we expanded opportunities. We added on. That is what a good government does. And so quickly, what I will say is that, my sister, when it concerns women, I will make a passionate appeal. I will make a passionate appeal to the president. Gentleman, handsome man. We all knew him back then and we still know him. I will plead with His Excellency that with his administration, we beg him in all humility to demonstrate the same urgency they had in opposition.
Okay.
The same urgency and address the national challenges we are facing now. And stop diverting attention every single day and leaving the job down. Look at the roads. Look at our drainage system. Every single aspect of this country, every single sector is in disarray. We plead with him. Okay. He is in charge now. There's nothing we can do. We are suffering. He should sit up and do something. We need to see something. In fact, before we close from this program, I'm pleading that the lights should come on. We need power to work.
GHOne has assured that I don't know if you
it has started coming.
Engage the corporate communications manager for the Ghana Great Company Limited.
I heard them. I heard them on the news.
Yeah.
You know, we are tired of promises. We are tired. As you see, we can't be fooled with promises and sweet talk. We are hungry. Our children must eat. We must pay school fees. Rent. We can't pay rent. People are moving from 2 bedrooms to single rooms. People are moving from single rooms to verandas and kiosks. Please, this is not the Ghana you promised that. People had confidence and voted for this government and president. They have failed us. Okay. But it's still not late. There is still more time. There's still more time. They should rescue themselves. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama should rescue himself. He should rescue his government. He should rescue this. This country is sinking deeper, deeper than ever before in the history of this country. This is what I have to say, my sister, because the Women's Bank, I don't think is their priority. It has not started. But in any case, this is not even a flagship program. It's not even a program because we are taking our loans already. We are doing our businesses already. You've done nothing about 24-hour economy, nothing about 133 jobs, nothing. Senior high school is in disarray. You know, they promised our children first year at the university. My son is at the university. My son, nothing. The Nigerian man and woman will say, no kobo, no kobo.
Which university?
Legon.
Those who paid ahead, they were reimbursed.
I paid way ahead. I can speak. Please, for me, it's a personal appeal. For me, it's a personal appeal. Okay. Please, NDC leadership, President Mahama, I beg you, the stress-free payment for the first year student you touted, and then a lot of people whose children from free SHS and Nananado were happy and enjoyed free. Every single thing free. You said first year, you paid just a tiny percentage. My son is affected. I am begging, if this month or even next month, I beg you, I'm on my knees. Please, release it so that my son and mothers like myself, parents like myself who are suffering in this country, at least it will cushion them a little. Okay. My sister, with this, I want you to join me. Let's
No. So okay, then stop talking.
Don't worry, I'll come to you. I'll come to you
that the first years should release the funds for them, and I will come here and show receipts. I will personally come here with receipts to show Ghanaians that when I came here and pleaded, the president has released the funds and my son has benefited.
This one,
come and show. No, it was part of your promise. It was part.
But it's been done.
No, let me just answer.
I'll allow you
sister,
respond.
Those children, they have about 2 months and then they will vacate and go to year 2, second year. When? If you are saying some have been paid, why some?
Released.
Please, the senior high school, when we started the free, please, out of about 600,000 students, within 2 years, did we pay 5,000? And say, oh, there's 550,000, we'll pay you it. You have barely 2 years to leave government. And you are saying you've given some. My son is part.
Okay.
Nothing. Okay. Not shishi, not peswa, not kobo. And I'm pleading. The least you can do is to feel for me and plead. But if you
sorry,
brush it and say, oh, some people who has gotten it, I have not. So please, we are appealing. They should do the needful. This is not what they promised Ghanaians. This is not what they promised Ghanaians.
Okay.
And so we are looking up to them to redeem themselves. Because His Excellency, the compassionate, competent, visionary gentleman, is well prepared to solve all these problems for us.
Okay.
So if they are not ready, they should put their acts together, get out of the way, and let MPP come and continue the good things they were doing. What we did for the senior high students, we'll do it for the university students.
Absolutely. Let me take a break. When I return, I see that you have a lot of things that you've written down. Stay with us. no academic, no stress academic policy. That's quite a mouthful. No academic fee policy, yes. And interestingly, about 2 days ago, Musa Dankwa put out a survey and it was ranked 6.1 out of 10, the no academic fee policy. It was ranked 6.1 out of 10 in that. So it means that a lot of students in Ghana are quite appreciative of that particular policy. But I will, I saw that you're right. You have a few rebuttals there, especially on the no academic stress. So that's quite a mouthful. I'm always getting it wrong.
Fortunately, my daughter is in first year. I have a niece also in first year. And most of their friends, they call me mommy, so I always call them my daughters. Unfortunately, most of their friends are in Legon. And their fees came earlier than them. So my daughter was like this, was on my neck because she wanted to use the money to go shopping. And I was like, if you use that money for shopping, your father will be on my neck, as if I encourage you to do that. What I realized is my niece didn't complete her process on time. So my daughter's fees came, whilst hers did not come on time. But when I sat on her to go do it, and she did that, hers came too. So I am sure your sons, it will come.
And those who have not
Those who haven't, not only your son, those who haven't received, I'm sure will also receive their
Because a chunk of people have been paid.
Yes, a chunk of, most of them. Because one girl who is in the same hostel with my daughter like this, when she got it, started praising, mommy, this time they'll vote for your people. Because most people thought maybe
for the
it will not come.
But second and third, for
No, it's just for first year.
We said just first year.
So those who don't have, how do they survive?
So you go for student
loans.
And how do you pay?
Oh, but
you pay after you are out of school.
When there are no jobs, even the existing youth are not getting jobs.
But once you get a job,
once you get a job, they won't take it from when you don't have a job. What probability?
Because they may never get the job.
But once you get the job,
you work. I'm not going to work. I'm saying, let's say my daughter gets out of school. She didn't get white-collar job, so she's going to sleep. She will still have to find. That's why now we have innovations and all that in schools. They are teaching them. My daughter even said, let me put it on air. I should ask you when they want to have interview here. How much will you take them? They are students, so please we'll talk about it when we are done.
The marketing
it's a student thing, yes.
Don't worry, my marketing team will say.
Yes, marketing, please help them.
This is an in-house thing, so
yes.
don't worry.
So you understand. So with all this, and they are also learning how to come up with their own skills. So you can't tell me that after taking care of you all these years, yes, there are no jobs. And it didn't start from now. And so we are not going to encourage our children to also come and sit at home. When they are done with school, they will still have to pay for those loans so that we are able to also give it. But we also took student loans. We took it and we have paid.
When they start jobs.
Because somebody will guarantee for you then. So if you don't pay, the person's pension will not be paid.
And it's done everywhere.
No, now you use your
This is not the
card.
first
You
time.
don't need a guarantor now.
That's what I'm saying.
It easier.
So at a point, people were not guaranteeing for them. Because they finish school, even though they are working, they don't want to even pay. Some of them travel out. And people go on pension. I used to be with SNET. People come for their distance. And there was no money to give them because...
If your daughter starts a job or a business, something on her own, you know, we can't even afford food. Who is going to patronize your business?
So we are not affording
we
food.
We can't even afford food.
Where exactly?
We are starving. Now we are eating 010.
I think very I'm coming.
010?
001.
Really? Where? I want to know where. So I think that. So viewers out there, if you are practicing 100010, can you let us know?
People are eating fufu with 1 egg. Sometimes 2 people will share 1 egg.
Really?
People cannot even, they can't even purchase kosiani meko.
When students are giving 2 eggs.
How will you?
And you're staying with me,
At where? At where? Where?
She just finished school at Adolescent Secondary School.
They eat what?
And she even brought some of the sardines they were giving at
They were giving
No,
sardines in
it
school?
was a provision she took to school.
Oh, come on. I gave her provisions to school. What are you talking
Provision.
about?
It's a
But the
provision.
sardine she brought, it's not the sardine I gave her.
It's not the one. Hey, we need to investigate these
Yeah.
children.
Oh, what are you talking about?
They
When
can
we
get-
came last year, I don't know if you heard.
They can get
Students
sardines
were on
from some
videos-
places.
I'm coming. Hold on. Students were on videos telling us that they were giving 2 eggs. So when she came, before she finished school, I was asking
Per
her,
meal.
Is it true?
Per meal.
She said yes.
Per
If the
meal.
eggs are small.
Per meal.
Yes.
At which school?
She went to Adonte.
She has clarified. She said if the eggs are
She-
small, they give her an extra egg.
She told me that if they go to dine and the eggs are small, they get 2. If the eggs, I'm begging you,
When you
will
learn.
be given time.
When she's
Yes.
done, I'll give you time.
But if the eggs are like the normal size, they take 1. They were giving sardine. So if I even asked her, you are coming home. Why didn't you give all those things to some of your juniors who are in school? I said, Ma'am, I'm so married. She brought those. So when the water came and took everything away, I started teasing her after bringing all those things. So I can't assume. So we should stop this. Maybe Vera has been in the house for some time now. And she's still in the campaign mood. She spoke about transport. Fuel came as low as 10 cedis in this country. So she's telling us they brought it to 17 cedis and we're still selling. I don't get it. Now how much is even fuel? We have diesel, we have petrol. But they've not even gotten to the price you left it as a government. And we don't want, as NDC, to be going back to the days you left us. Because we took up power to make sure that we correct the wrongs. So sometimes don't bring those things. If things are not going on right now, you can speak about them. But comparing us to those days we don't even want to remember again, I think you are not doing good to Ghanaians. You are not being factual. Transportation went down in this country. Things we know got to a point that even MPA held it on. They managed the situation. But now we know my boss, Edwidge, will say that he will always tell Sami to go and talk to his friend Trump because Sami likes Trump a lot.
I do like Trump as well.
Yeah, so he stopped what he's doing because it's affecting us as a nation or the nation Ghana. So that the fuel, because if the fuel is good, why take it to that? You left fuel 17 cedis for us. My friend will say a bottle of beer fuel was 17 cedis. And you are here telling us how much is fuel now. Those things are bad outside there. We are trying to manage it and make sure transportation hasn't gone up since 2025 last year. Transportation came down. They wanted to increase it. But they sat them down and made them understand. They understood a lot of things and they let go. And we are enjoying. And so if you are talking about transportation, then I don't know which transport you go with. Even Uber and Bolt and all those ones are even cheaper and better. And we have more of them in the system. Now you wake up at 1, you can get Uber out. You wake up at 2, Bolt is available. Yango is there and all that. So when you are talking about transportation and you are talking of food costs in this country, when we even had around December egg glut in this country, we did not even know how to manage it. I remember I even heard at a point, I don't know exactly who, I've forgotten, who was talking about processed dry eggs for exports and for keeping, so that when there is glut, because it's like anytime there's a season for something, this country will just mess it up. Then at the end of it, we have to go back wanting. So that one, we shouldn't go there. Rice, we know how low rice have come in this country. Now everybody is able to buy a bag of rice, 60 cedis, 50 cedis, 45. I saw one in Accra, don't call me 45. I said, whoa, that is how cheap rice has come. When then you go to the market, rice is 175, the 5 kilo.
kg.
And now it's not even 5 kg. They've reduced it. Most of them, when you go, it's 4.5 and all that. So please, some of these things, we have to be realistic. We've not got into campaign season to start this propaganda and all that. The cost of living is now cheaper than we use. We know the season we have. For me, tomatoes, I love fresh things. So anytime there's no tomatoes, I have issues. Even with my jollof, when you come, I hardly use tomato paste. So I always want fresh tomatoes. So anytime there's no tomatoes, I'm one person who struggles a lot. So I don't eat most things when there's no tomatoes. That one is something the Agric Ministry have spoken about. They still want seedlings that will bear fruit
all
year round. It won't be a season that we have it today. There was tomato glut in this country, and the president had to direct schools to buy. We don't want that thing, at least so that farmers will enjoy it. It will be a year round. When you are speaking of that, fine, it's true. But tomatoes 1 for 10 cedis, we have not gotten there yet, like we had under MPP. Like I said, we don't even want to lament about the past. We want to make sure we are fixing it so that all of us, including myself, the NDC rep here, will enjoy. Lily will go to market and it will not be like I'm going to the NDC market or MPP market. It's the same Agbogbo she will go to. The same carnation. If it's Domi market, we don't have a stand for the NDC to go to. And that thing the person told you at Legon that they are giving it to the NDC people. They should stop it. My children, I don't have an Ewe name apart from the Kekeli. That was a pet name my grandmother gave me. My children don't have Ewe names to say that because of that their monies were released. Nobody knows me with that name because I still use my father's name, which is Cranton. I am an Akan, a Krapem, from a Brie, Ahimfie. If you are looking for me, when you go there, you will come about downfall. So it is not about NDC MPP thing. The government promised a free something for first-year students across public schools, and it's been delivered. By all means, everybody had not been served. And I'm not sitting here to say everybody has been served, because it happened to my niece. She's the type, push me, no go. If you don't push her, she doesn't get things done. So it has to take my daughter to push her to go and do it. Because after all, the thing is free. Are you going to wait? So I even told them they should keep it in the account and use it to pay the next academic fee. If today maybe you have it, maybe tomorrow you don't have it. You go take it and you use the money. Then tomorrow your mother is not there. Life happens. Anything can happen. Like this flat thing. Yesterday she called me that she was going to class. They said she's in sandals, so she shouldn't enter. Can you imagine? When I say my house shoes, we don't even know what to do with it. But because situations happen, she now has to wear sandals, and she's being asked to go and wear full shoe to class. And I'm saying, what is it? The person refused to talk to me. I said, give the phone to her, put it on speaker and tell her I want to talk to her. What is the big deal about taking sandals to class? Is she naked? Is she half naked? Is she not dressed properly? That's the question. Shoe, sandals. We take sandals to the office. So what's the big deal? Dressing properly and wearing sandals to class. These are the things we are looking at. So please, we should calm down. The economy, nobody is promised is 100%. Right. For the first time, it has never happened anywhere. It's under this government that dollars had to come as low as 10 cedis too. Right. Has it ever happened? You took the dollar from whatever. Look at where you took the dollar to. It got to 17 cedis 1 December. Before it came back again, it came down again. So please, we are trying. We are not saying that we've gotten it perfect or we have gotten to where we ourselves as a government we wish we are. But we are managing. We are trying. Things are not perfect. They will never be perfect for anybody. Myself sitting here, what I want, I've not gotten. And I'm not going to sit here and deny that everything is perfect because my party is in power. But we are making sure that all of us are Ghanaians, not NDC, not MPP, not CPP, will live a better life than we met it. So that this thing of this one was yesterday, we even forget about it. One thing God gave us that is good is forgetfulness. At least we don't have to forget the bad things.
True. Lady Vera, kindly touch on it.
Well, the bad things she's alluding to that we don't need to remember. The bad things is an improvement in our health sector. We even initiated and started the Agenda 111 they have abandoned. We improved the no-bed syndrome that we had in the country that is creeping back. That is the bad thing she's saying we shouldn't remember. The free senior high, the ambulances, the employment, over 2 to 3 million employment we gave to the youth, and we're still at it until they came and halted everything. We are talking about the constant, stable power we're enjoying for the entire 8 years. Until now, even this morning, as we speak, I just got a message on my phone. I can show it to you. Even in Upper East, Upper West, they are all in darkness as we speak. Now. We are talking about now. here and now.
Okay.
You are saying fuel has been reduced. What? I bought fuel this morning on my way at 14.78 per liter at where I bought it. There's nowhere that is less than 14. We gave it to you. We handed it over 14. I know around 2020, when the COVID pandemic was all over and every country locked their borders, and then even manufacturers and all the big companies overseas, they were running shift because they had to do social distancing. And so production fell down to zero. Nothing could go in or come. Ghana had zero mobilization of revenue, but workers were being paid. And then fuel prices went so high all over the world. We were even having the reasonable pricing here. Even at that time, the transportation fare we had, what we're paying for at that time, let's ask ourselves, has it reduced now? No. No, it has not reduced.
Okay.
And so, what different have you brought to the table? Nothing. Because if I handed over 6 cities from Amasaman to Circle, if I handed that over to you and you said it's so bad, it's so horrible, we should crucify the NPP, we are so bad, they should kick us out. And Ghanaians said, oh, let's try you once again. They kicked us out. We said, okay. Okay. You came, it is still 6 cities. Some places more. When you take your flights to Tamale, it was 500 cities back then under His Excellency Nana Addo. Please, let your viewers call us or let your producer check with the various airlines and ask from here to Tamale, how much are they paying for flights? So what are you telling me?
All right.
Now, do you know, as of Monday, I went to buy what we all call gobe, beans, palm oil, gari. Now, do you know you can buy from 10 cities and above? Under His Excellency Nana Addo, you could get everything for 5 cities. Now, yes, you can.
Vera, stop.
You get gobe for 5 cities. Now,
Everything for 5 cities?
5 cities. Do you know how much?
Maybe she has to show us.
Fried ripe plantain. Fried
Whoa.
ripe plantain. A tiny one. I have tiny fingers. A tiny one as tiny as my finger. One is 1 cities. Fried ripe plantain. I'm being honest. You see, you know me not from today, for decades. And personally, one thing I cherish is to safeguard my integrity. And so, if I say something, I would plead and wish people go out there and do their
check.
findings.
Absolutely.
I'm saying that fried ripe plantain, that my sister, I can put 20 together and squeeze 20 pieces together. You can put in your mouth at a go. I'm saying one is 1 Ghana city. This is the reality we are talking about. And if you would look at viewers and tell them they are better off today, you are not being sincere. And so, what you need to do is to plead with the leadership that they should sit up because Ghanaians are suffering. And so there is nowhere that senior high students are eating 2 eggs per meal per student. Let's be honest with ourselves. Things are moving from bad to worse. And therefore, Ghanaians are crying. And so let's listen to their plight. Their arrogance will not help us. We don't build a nation like that. NPP came and left with humility. Listening president, where students could do a video and insult and malign the president. And even when GS authorities took the students on, the president himself came and pleaded for the children and said, they are minors, they are children, let them go. This is the kind of leadership we need because we are brought up with humility, with respect,
Okay.
with love, with community, and all that thing. And that is what we need to maintain and enhance, but not to look into the eyes of viewers this morning and tell them that today, this morning, they are better off than yesterday, which is not true.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
Okay.
And then do the needful, because Ghanaians are suffering, and now even the 101, some are sleeping with an empty stomach, and it is a sad reality.
Okay, let's talk about the chairman Wontumi. Over a week ago, he was convicted and sentenced to 20 years in prison. Last night actually, his lawyers, led by Samuel Atachia, have filed an appeal a writ to appeal his conviction and sentence. And one of the grounds is that they call the judgment an unreasonable one. There are 5 grounds for this particular appeal. Another one is that the trial judge, Justice Audrey Kokuvite, did not understand the Minerals of Mining Act. Lady Vera.
It's sad. You know, honestly, I was expecting that the level of urgency with which the hearing and the sentencing of Chairman Wontumi, Mr. Entry Bosiako happened. Personally, I was thinking that such same urgency will be used to address the challenges in Ghana, and also their headline or flagship programs, their promises. I thought first 6 months they would deal with it. They've not. But look at the urgency. We have serious cases. Even the cases that were pending in the court that had to do with NDC members. What has happened to them? Even allegations, stronger allegations made against some NDC people concerning illegal mining. Nothing has been done. What I'm saying is that, you know, with MPP, we uphold rule of law. We do. But you see, when you reduce our judicial system to political persecution, you see, to me, is now a political prisoner. If you ask me, I mean, you're asking my view. Is that not so? Yeah. Yes. Because Wontumi has a legal mining concession. True or false?
True.
Legal mining concession. True. Now, let me give you the scenario. This beautiful table you've set up in front of us. Let's say that is Wontumi's consignment, which is legal. And then you say he allowed someone to mine on it. Okay? My sister, those with no legal consignment, those with no legal concession, those with nothing legal, nothing, not even a paper, and are doing illegal mining all over the place, destroying every single water body in this country. How many of them have they given them 20 years in prison? They should mention just 2. When it's my sister's turn, it should give us 2 of the people who have destroyed and who are still destroying every single land, river body in this country. They should give me just 2 people they have jailed 20 years. Here we are talking about someone who has a legal concession. And then you hastily give the person 20 solid years. Not only that, plus financial fines to pay on top of that. And this person is the chairman of the stronghold of the New Patriotic Party. I mean, any reasonable person will know what this is all about. And so I think the lawyers are doing the needful. And I would say that it will not be fair, it will not be proper for the president of the day to leave power with this dent on his name and then his record.
But it is not the president that jailed him. He was not jailed because he was engaged in any political activity. He was jailed based on a law that you amended under your government.
When a man was hungry and had a fight with a wife in their home, he sat on television and blamed His Excellency Nana Addo for it. When someone neglected his responsibility in the office, at the hospital, and a patient passed, they said it is not even the head of that institution, but it is His Excellency Nana Addo. Even at the judiciary, they said when cases go there and they lose as NDC, they say it is Nana Addo. FC, something, FC.
Unanimous FC.
Yes, Unanimous FC. They gave it a name, and that is political. It is Nana Addo who has personally instructed them. That's the words of the NDC I'm repeating here. And so, if today, what has changed? What has changed? It is not fair. We don't build a nation in this manner. And so, they should do the needful. It will be a decent service. It will be a serious dent on the integrity of the president. If he doesn't speak to his people to amend their ways and do the needful, do the proper thing.
But the president doesn't superintend over the judiciary. It's an autonomous institution.
So, when NPP was in power, the NDC did not know it was autonomous. So I'm just repeating their words. I'm playing back their words to them. Because we uphold rule of law. We made sure people went through the mill, people went through the full length, and made sure justice is delivered. And so, for us, you see, you convict people based on evidence and then based on everything you present beyond reasonable doubt. You don't convict, you don't ever convict people based on assumptions. You don't. Your word against my word. And I make a decision that I'm taking your word. We don't do that in law. When it comes to matters of court, they are talking about law. It's not about how you feel. It's not about where you come from. It's not about your political affiliation. It's about law. And so it's high time they do the right thing because they are taking Ghana to the dark ages.
Okay.
And it is sad. They are sinking Ghana deep, 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 and deeper. So my question is that, as of this morning, the allegations leveled against their people, I think one gentleman, I think the organizer, the fair gentleman who looks like my brother, one handsome, I think, Mr. Yamin. I think I heard in the news.
The national organizer for the NDC.
Yes, I heard in the news. The allegations being made. At least, why are they not looking into it? I even remember when during the elections, one of their national officers manhandling our vice chairman, Chairman Buga. What happened? Why is the rule of law in Ghana now selective? Is it selective now? What is happening? So now the laws in Ghana can only catch NPP people. The laws of Ghana can now imprison only NPP people. Now the culture of silence is not creeping in, it is now in. The media cannot talk, they can't speak out. The clergy cannot speak out. Young youth of the country cannot even speak on social media. Everybody is afraid because we are back in the dark ages. As I sit here, it means that if I slip, like in the olden days before His Excellency Nana Addo abolished the criminal, the libel law that he brought, and then decriminalized, gave us free speech. Everything is now going back to the dark ages.
Okay.
Now you can't speak freely. Everybody is afraid. Is that what democracy is about? Is that what my sweet sister? So you sit here, and as a journalist, you cannot even empanel and moderate freely. When you want to speak, you need to think 1,000 times about a sentence before you say it, because you are human. Sometimes you want to even pronounce a word, and you can slip. Your tongue can slip. That's what makes you a human. And NDC says you slip, you are going to jail. That's what they are telling us.
Okay.
And so they need to amend their ways and stop their excuses. We are tired. We are tired of the excuses. You came first time, 2012 to 2016. You messed up everything. Ghanaians say, you know what? Even our Lord Jesus Christ will come the second time. Let's give this gentleman a second time. What they are saying is so sweet to their ears. Let's give them another chance. Let's give them another opportunity. And they come in less than 2 years. People are starving. People are sleeping out there more. Unemployment has tripled. People who were even employed have been laid off. Lily, can you imagine? People that were even employed, people that were even having jobs, instead of expanding and adding, they lay them off, replace them with their people. They've not expanded anything. And we are starving. We can't pay our school fees, children's school fees.
Okay.
Even nothing. We can't pay our rent. Rent is skyrocketing. Wholesale fees we can't pay. Women cannot even go to the salon. Now, a lot of women are wearing wigs. It's not anything. Some of them.
Wigs are expensive, actually.
Are they not more expensive than going to the salon?
The expensive ones are there. Let's be real. You know what is happening now? Do you know now most women are going natural? You do your natural hair.
But I think natural is even more expensive than
because cumulatively it's cheaper. You go and do it today, and for 5 years you have your locks on. You don't go again.
I need to put out this particular survey. Maybe our social media team can help us.
Yes, you have to.
And ask women out there if you cannot go to the salon under this particular administration.
Some of them cannot.
My producer shows.
Some of them cannot. Some of them. You can start a survey in your institution, your organization here. You can start it. Some of them cannot. Some of them cannot. Ask the gentleman; they'll tell you the truth.
Oh, okay. The gentleman, can you go to the barber's shop?
Look at your men.
He says yes. Can you?
No, don't put him on the spot. When you look at the afro speaks for itself. The afro speaks for itself.
Let me hear.
So please let the government sit up. Let the government sit up and do the needful. Because to be honest with you, conditions now are getting worse.
Right.
People are suffering now than ever before.
Right.
They need to do the needful and stop dilly-dallying and then stop all those sweet talk. We can do that. We are in opposition. They are in power. They voted the MPP out because they said we are not doing all that Ghanaians need at that time, and we are doing bad, and they are there. That is why they voted against us. Okay. And so they have no excuse. Right. They should fix it now and stop the excuses. They should fix it now.
Thank you, Lily. You can see I'm smiling throughout because sometimes it's so difficult to defend some of these things. So you have to veer into other areas that are not related at all. It's unfortunate. You see, if my sister Vera wants to say that people cannot speak, we're here when Munte 3, yesterday was 10 years of their incastration. Greetings to my boss, what's the name? Akugan. We thank God for their lives. So soon, it's 10 years. And Alistair, we grew up in the same area, so I knew him very well. As for him, he's been like that since he was a boy. Trying to defend everybody. He's a nice person when you get so close. And Mugabe, our own Mugabe Mase. It wasn't an easy thing, but we thank God for life.
Right.
We were here when people had to run away. People like Manasseh Azuri, who spoke for them before they came to power. He has to run away to South Africa. He has to go and hide because he was critical of the government of Nana Addo. So sometimes we shouldn't even go there. If we want to go into those areas, you see, but it gets to a point we have to be responsible for our actions as a people. You see, the last time I was telling you that anytime I sit here, they twist my words. We were on this same set. We never mentioned Nanado. But I was quoted to be saying that his house should be demolished. And from what I heard from IB, lawyers even has to call him. He has to tell them that I said nothing of that sort. There was one instance too. I've forgotten exactly. They twisted my words again, sitting here. So I remember somebody called me. You know, I made a slip saying that somebody spoke like he was having orgasm, if you remember that thing. And I was threatened that they were going to gun me down if I come back to GHOne. So at a point, it took me a while. I didn't want to say it because that number just vanished from the system. Because we tried to trace wherever. We got where it was coming from though, but this is somebody who is in power. Me, they were threatening me. So sometimes we have to be responsible for the actions we take and the kind of things we speak about in this country. I can't just come to sit here and pick on a big man. If you knew me then and now, I would never come and sit here and insult President or former President Nanado. I never did. Or any of his ministers or any appointee, whether I'm older or they are older. What will he give me? We speak to issues, we speak to facts. You know, sometimes when you go to under your posts, when you send those flyers, and you see people will not come and counter whatever you have said with facts, or they will come and describe you, insult your person. Even the wig you are wearing on. So, you know, I was laughing when she spoke about wig. Somebody said my wig is like Togo wig. There was under one of them, somebody said I look like a Agege witch. With my wig.
Social media.
So these are some of the things. People will not even talk about the issues.
The substance of the matter. They are attacking you as a person. I think I've had that not too long ago.
Yes. These are the kind of things we face. And so when we are talking about I from when sitting on air, I don't believe in me putting someone down, insulting the person, and thinking I should go scot-free. That's why when we say things and they are not even palatable, sometimes you have to apologize for it and withdraw. And we move on. Like she said, we are human, we'll say things we are not supposed to. But it shouldn't be a habit of we trying to run people, that insult people, make wild allegations that you don't even know. And some of these people, when you look at them, look, like I said, me, when you go to Eburia Himfe, you ask of Nanedu, they will tell you this is her. We know her, this is our daughter. Some of them, even their parents, go to their village, small, tiny village, nobody even knows them. But because of social media, they will sit on social media, run people down. People that they can't even get close to in whatever ages of their lives. So sometimes we should not compare issues. You have done it to the small, you have done it to big. We know journalists that you jailed in this country and all that. That's not what we are talking about. We are talking about galamsey. That is killing people. If you know NDC people doing galamsey, report them. Show evidence. Let them go after them. If any NDC person is doing galamsey and is caught, I will never come and sit here and defend. And we know galamsey is not like it's not same as a small scale mining.
Please, Lily, GHOne to me has never done galamsey.
I'm coming.
He was not jailed on galamsey.
He wasn't jailed on galamsey.
Yeah, we need to make that.
But do you know the license with which GHOne to me entered some of the forests? You know that what's the name of that license? Prospect. Is it prospect?
That's not why he's in court.
I am coming. You had your chance. I never came in. I was just reading messages people were sending and laughing. You go for prospecting. Most of them, that is what happens. They go for prospecting license, and they start mining with those licenses. And we will sit somewhere and say that these are people who are miners. They are small scale miners and they have licenses. If you go with prospecting and you go and mine in areas you are not supposed to, you are a galamsey. Because anybody who is doing mining illegally is a galamsey. And so we shouldn't go to that thing thinking this thing is a political, that's words they put in your mouth to be singing. It will not hold water.
That's not why
nobody jailed GHOne to me because he insulted somebody. So I don't see why learned people with PhD and all that, will sit on air and be begging the president and the wife that they should forgive for what? Did anybody arrest GHOne to me for insulting That's why I brought the Munte 3 issue. Those are the people who say that are political prisoners. They were imprisoned based on what they said on air, what their speech and all that. They didn't do things illegally. So if somebody has been taken to court and the court has found the person guilty, what is all this noise about? We all have the right to appeal. Why don't you go ahead and appeal the case and give us a break as a people? We're in this country when cases are taken to court in the morning, by afternoon they are giving ruling. And when the time they take a case to court, we know what the outcome will be. When this, a lot of things happened under them. When it happened and we were asking, even our president then went out and he was being asked outside. He said he doesn't jail people. Is he a judge? Why is the President Mohammed's name now coming into this? Is the President Mohammed a judge? Is he the Chief Justice? Is he the one who empanels judges to go and sit on cases or to courts? Please, this propaganda of trying to let things look white when they are not will not hold.
Okay.
You people told us in this country, the law is the law. So you know the laws. You have a lot of lawyers. Why don't you go by the law? Somebody has been castrated. You are not happy with it. You appeal.
Incarcerated, not castrated.
Incarcerated. Yes, it's true. Sorry.
Castration
It
means something else.
So we are begging them. We are begging the MPP. The noise is too much. We have a country to govern. If things are wrong, you have every right to criticize.
Okay.
But do that responsibly. Do that in a way that your constituents, who even voted for the few of you in parliament, will be happy that at least we sent Asimesi to parliament and he's speaking for us. He's working on our behalf, but he's not doing something to be seen, to be glorified, or for people to think that you want to make noise so that you also, people will know that you are around. That's not what we are looking for as a nation.
Okay.
Me, I don't even want to go into the nitty-gritties of this whole wound to miss thing. The person was taken to court. Did we just go arrest him and took him to Insawan? No. He went to court. He had lawyers who went defending him morning, afternoon, evening. And they were making a whole lot of noise in this country. We were here when the former president told us that the guy is a clean guy. So now, what are you telling us Ghanaians? So does it mean that everything... Do you know this case in 2013 was in court? The Akonta mining case. And there was a whole lot of things against them. So what are you saying? Is it now that this case was? People were just not happy. And they realized that if they even vote for you people again to come to power, things will be worse.
Okay.
So let's do the right thing. Like Kenneth Bay. Now they want to bring Kenneth Bay and the judge into it. And all. This whole... Is it Kenneth Bay?
Ashigbe.
Okay. I always call him Esibe. That's a weird name, I think.
Yes, he's an
okay. They now want to connect the judge and the whole thing. What is wrong with us in this country? When it's good for you, when those times you take cases to court in the morning and by afternoon you have judgments in your favor, you were happy and you said the law was the law. The law was working in this country. But somebody who has been given the opportunities where his own people gave up on him and ran away because they now decided to speak the truth and to plea for their own head. And they went through all the process. You never made any noise. You waited. And you saw now the person has been convicted. And you are saying, go for the appeal. Stop the noise.
Okay.
Let your action, let the results speak for itself. The end will always justify the means. The noise, the political, whatever, will not take us anywhere as a country. We are governing this country and we'll make sure that the reset we promise Ghanaians, they will get it. The reset, we are not going to by judges. It's not going to be an AG who knows judges but not the law.
Okay.
This one is a judge, an AG who knows the law and not judges.
Okay.
That is what we are giving to Ghanaians.
Thank you, ladies. Thank you. That's Awoke Kelly Adubia. She's a member of the NDC communications team. Lady Vera Redu is a member of the NPP communications team. It's been an honor having you ladies this morning. That should do for the breakfast review. I take a break. When I return, I sit with a very young author. Stay with us. The show, this is still G today here on GHOne TV. Today we get to talk to a young lady who's written a book. Those of you who went to school and didn't want to write, well, she's taking advantage of that and she's written a beautiful book. We'll speak to her and then also engage her mother, who I know is very, very proud of her young daughter. My guests this morning, I have the author herself, Celine Rama Konsa. She's the author of To Tear the Wings Off a Butterfly. And then her mother, who is Viadine Ama Konsa. It's interesting how they are both Ama. I am back with them shortly.